For decades, people around the world have displayed a range of special powers and abilities. These powered beings came together and built superpowered cities to thrive in. My name is Angus, and I'm a journalist for the Daily Deposit. My partner Sal and I interview the citizens of Super City, investigating incidents and exploits, and helping where we can, holding the powerful accountable. Because heroes don't do paperwork. Hello, super citizens, and welcome to Heroes Don't Do Paperwork, the only podcast about events both big and small in Super City. I'm one of your hosts, Angus, joined as always by my co-host, Sal.
Hello, you're doing great.
Thank you. We're reporters in Super City, and we're here to bring you the news. Yeah. Should we cover medium stories? I say big and small, but we never really.
I don't know. I've found that there's an audience for small, there's an audience for big, but there's no one who's interested in just like a good day.
And I guess the medium stories are kind of that's what all the other outlets are covering.
There's a lot of bloat in medium stories. I went to the grocery store. That's a medium story.
It's a lot of filler. I'd argue not even a story, but technically, but people will.
That's what blogs are for.
I know, right? Okay. Well, yeah, I think we're covering the good stuff then. We're covering the good stuff, but I guess before we get into that,
we're the B of a BLT.
the bacon, I guess.
Precisely.
Oh, okay. Bacon, lettuce, tomato,
Tyrannosaurus. What?
Tyrannosaurus.
Bacon, lettuce, Tyrannosaurus in a sandwich with a little bit of mayo, if you're so inclined.
Which I am not. You know me and my hardline stance against mayo.
Mayo, really, just liquid eggs in general.
I don't really like liquid eggs. Yeah. Is that what mayo is? It's mostly like whipped up.
It's eggs it's frothed egg.
Frothed egg. I don't know if I like anything frothed.
Whipped cream.
Okay, then I guess I do like some froth things. Whipped cream. I think I'm lactose intolerant now, though. Kind of.
It's a real bad day for Angus. This is one of the small stories.
You're right. This is a small one. Well, I don't know. Are you working on any? Big stories right now?
Well, I don't know. Let me pitch one to you, and you tell me. I can't believe I was assigned this story personally.
Oh, okay.
The haberdasher slasher strikes again. Now, that's the headline.
I like it.
I haven't quite put together the little sub headline. Yeah. I'm a journalist, so I know the terms.
Yeah, of course.
But the haberdasher slasher, of course, is the villain who goes around cutting off people's heads and fashioning them into fun hats.
Fun hats, yeah. Yeah, fun is an interesting... Oh, no, well, actually, I'm seeing a couple of pictures you got here. These are pretty fun. That is pretty fun, actually.
Look, this person was dressed up as like a nutcracker hat, and their jaw will actually hinge and crack nuts for you.
Oh, Jesus.
Horrific? Yes. Funny? Also, yes.
Also, yes. It can be both, people.
It can be both. I don't know why people are so set in their ways that bad things can't also be funny.
Can't also be funny. I wow. It's so okay. Wait. So has the haberdasher slasher has not been caught yet.
No,
they are
on the loose. They are at large.
Okay, so
you think it'd be easier to capture them because they have a haberdashery. They have a storefront where you can purchase these fun hats.
Yeah, but as it may be, well, so here's the thing. But maybe people who don't live in Super City, they don't know this, but there are a lot of haberdasheries in Super City.
It's true.
Quite
needle in a haystack situation.
Oh, absolutely. This place is lousy with hats. And by the way, Sal, I must say, I like your hat.
Thank you.
You've clearly been doing on the street. You've been on the street, looking around, and you clearly gone into a couple haberdasheries.
I've was going around trying to build out my story, and I saw this hat, and I figured, what better way to remain incognito than like a wide-brimmed hat, that has like shades on it that you can then peek out from,
like blinds,
like blinds,
I do kind of like it. I kind of like it. It's the little bit of light coming through. If I catch you at the right angle, I can see kind of the bars of light across your face. That's pretty cool.
And then all I have to do is tug on the string. And I just tug it in this direction, and
Yep.
I just took it up in this direction.
It is hard to get blinds to go.
I gotta get the.
Yeah,
one second. You gotta get the angle right so the mechanism engages. Yeah,
hard.
Out to the left.
Just hard, but not too hard.
Yeah. No. Okay. Well, hold on. One side's going up now. Hold on. I just gotta.
Hang on.
The chords are uneven.
I can help you.
Okay.
Just and there you go. See,
wow,
I think it's just beginner's luck. Yeah, it's just beginner's luck. So the victims here. Is there a common? I guess it would be called like an MO, or no? I guess the MO would be the putting the hat, making the fashioning the severed head into a hat. Is there any kind of commonality between the victims?
Yes, people who have very large necks.
Yeah,
in order to fit it over the head, one must be blessed with a large neck. So for those of you out there with those thick, girthy necks, watch your back.
Watch out. That's how I'm a little bit worried because you have a pretty strong, neck.
I've been told it's my most prominent feature.
Really?
Yeah,
most prominent. So when people see you, the first thing they notice is your neck?
Yeah, in profile, my neck stands out.
That's true. If you're standing behind like a screen and just light is shining through, just your silhouette, it is hard to tell where your neck ends and your head begins.
It's true.
Okay.
Actually, well, sorry, I don't mean to be
no, go for it.
Contrarian.
Do it.
But at some angles, it's very obvious where my neck
that is true
ends because it's just that much wider than my head. It's really a matter of angles. It's an angle scale.
Like your neck is thick, but your throat isn't big. So like when you're standing sideways, there's still like chin overhang over the throat. Mm-hmm. It's more like the sides of your neck are real like
it's all artery weight. My arteries are very engorged.
It's mostly artery. I see what you mean. Mm-hmm. And how are you doing in the spine department? Up in the back, because we've got the throat, the arteries, and then the spine that makes.
Well, as you know, I do have an enlarged spine due to the constant gravitational tug of my power.
Yes, so it's really dense. I imagine
it's very dense, but it still tapers enough to meet into the brainstem just fine. There's no issue there with the meshing with the brainstem. But yes, I do have a thick spine. Some out there, some might call it a juicy spine.
Juicy. Now, why would some call it juicy? A lot of just spinal fluid, I guess.
Well, I mean, with a thicker neck comes more spinal fluid, but it's just got. Look, I'm digging a little bit more into my personal life than I.
No, of course.
I've just been told that my spine has sort of like a sensual sway to it.
I see. So your neck has a certain swagger that it sounds like
that those pencil spine people just can't emulate.
Yeah. Okay. I see. So there's like a kind of like an imbalance in your relationships. You find yourself being approached by people with small necks.
And they just feel the need to comment on how girthy my neck is.
And
I just want to say it here now on Heroes Don't Do Paperwork. All necks are beautiful.
All necks are beautiful. And I should be saying it. I'm going to state it here. Sal, your neck isn't long. It's girthy.
It's girthy.
It's a thick neck.
It
perfectly
is robust.
Normal in the...
It is Rubenesque.
Yeah, I thought you said rust. You said robust? Robust and Rubenesque. I'm Rubenesque. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What are you writing?
Honestly, I've been picking up extra shifts at the laser tag place that I work at. So I honestly am kind of just phoning it in. I'm just doing a recount of a recent charity event. So I got this. Give me some skin. The 5th annual mandatory skin donation drive goes about as well as you'd think it would. So yeah, that there's
the charity part is undercut by the mandatory part.
It is. Well, and our flesh is undercut by the knives they use. So
it's true.
And so did they get to you yet? Because like they did me, and I just did. I thought
you were looking particularly flayed today.
Well, so I thought I was being smart, and I said do the bottom of my feet. Because like you get to pick where the skin comes from. I chose bottom of my feet, and didn't realize how painful that was going to make. Because I want to keep the money and I got all this extra skin on my back. Why not use? But
they didn't want that.
They didn't want it. They said no, thank you. They said pass. I offered up that. They said pass, and so I did.
I think it's because the best way to describe the flesh from your back is sopping.
Would you say so?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Generally.
I guess that's fair. It is definitely. I don't know what it's called, but that phobia people have, where a bunch of little circles are together. You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about, but the term for it's escaping.
It's escaping me, but
we call it Swiss cheeseophobia for now.
Tryptophobia, I believe. I just got a text. From Seth, the samurai,
the samurai monkey. Yes.
Yeah, the samurai capuchin monkey that works at the desk next to me. He just let he's helping me out. But yeah, tryptophobia. I've got, because of all the ports and different connectors on my back, I kind of have that. I trigger that in some people with my back, so they didn't want to really go anywhere near it. They took.
I feel now's a good time to address. We'll get back to the whole mandatory skin thing in just a moment.
Yeah.
But Angus's ports on his back, a lot of people would assume it's almost like a stereo face where you could just get easy access to the ports. Yeah. But no, you got to almost sort of like lift a little flap a bit
sometimes.
Get into
a lot of them. Well, yeah. And I like to think of it as like, in like a fighter jet. You know how like in a fighter jet, the button that launches the missiles, they put that little plastic cap over it. Precisely. So that you don't accidentally press it. You got to flip that up. There's more involved. I like to think of it like that. Or I guess like a dust protector on like a good high-end power bar. I've got these flaps. It is kind of, I lost a bit of weight in the back. So there's some extra skin, and it kind of covers a lot of the holes. Partially.
Great for waterproofing.
But
if you ever need to slot a new cable in there, you got to thumb that hole.
Oh boy. Yes, exactly. So that's kind of what I'm dealing with on my back. But Sal, yeah, did they come do your skin yet?
I don't know. You tell me.
Okay, the blood is very visible through the collar of your shirt. Mm-hmm. And I'm with all this talk of your neck, I'm surprised we didn't get to this sooner. Your neck is looking a little red.
A little red, yes.
A little fleshy.
Fortunately, because my neck is so girthy, there was flesh to spare.
Yeah. Yeah. And they did, it looks like they nicked an artery, but they were able to get that closed up pretty quick.
Well, I just have so much artery that even nicking it's not enough.
It's mostly artery.
I had a doctor tell me that if someone were to ever sever my carotid artery, I could live for a full 12 hours on account of how big they are.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that doctor should still be a doctor. But yeah, no, that's fascinating. Wow.
I hope the skin drive goes well. For those of you who haven't donated yet, they will get you.
They will find you, and yeah. So honestly, and so take it from us. Bottom of the feet, bad idea. Neck, if you've got the neck to spare.
If you've got the neck to support it.
But maybe, I don't know, what would you think? Maybe I should have gone like lower back.
I've always been a big advocate for the weenus.
Just get that elbow skin off there.
Get the elbow skin off there. What's it even covering?
Elbow.
And
it's
of
covering
course,
your elbow. It's covering your elbow.
Huh.
I think it's built with that, so you kind of have the room to move that. In fact, I think if you lost that skin, you'd have a hard time, like moving your arm.
Covering it makes it easier to move.
I think so. Maybe I'm way off there.
I don't know. Also, for those of you out there who are particularly jowly, maybe consider donating that cheek flesh.
That's a good idea. All those Richard Nixon impersonators?
All of them.
There are.
If you need a Richard Nixon impersonator in the next 3 weeks, book it now.
Book it now, or they're
gonna be jowless until that grows back.
Okay, well, Sal, I feel like we've got a pretty good start to the episode here, but I've actually got a guest for us that we'll be talking to after the break.
That's always a treat.
With a really interesting story, and just like a kind of someone who kind of survived some hardships and like a hard time, and I can't wait to talk with them, and I think getting their story out will be really important. So so we'll get to that after the break. How's that sound, Sal?
Looking forward to it.
Arcane Ninja RPG tells a story about ninjas and magic by mixing improv and role-playing. Meet our fledgling ninja and fall for them as they take their graduation exam and stumble upon unknown magic that will send them in an epic adventure. Root for them as the dice dictate just how successfully they face the threatening challenges that lay ahead. Binge on published episodes at the Pod Cavern Network or your podcast station of choice. Tune in every other Tuesday for your bi-weekly fix of Arcane Ninja RPG. Thanks for listening!
Okay, I don't know how you got your glasses caught in the blinds, but just stop moving around and I will get them out.
Hold on, I'm going to figure this out. I'm just going to twist this knob over
No,
here
don't
to
do
open
that.
them.
Don't do that.
Okay, all the slack has gone out of the blinds.
Yeah, that's
I'm kind of ironically blind here.
blinded. Yeah.
So I'm just going to take my hat off, the glasses with it.
Yep.
And I guess I'll just sit here with poor vision. Not. I always have a spare.
Wow. That's great. Wow, you really had me going there for a second, Sal. Are you good though? You ready?
I'm good. You can introduce this person sitting with us.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen listening to the show, all of our friends in Super City, please welcome to the show, Weebly Creaser.
Thank you for having me.
It's okay. You're very welcome. Could I get you like a glass of water or something? Maybe some juice. We got some old coffee in the coffee maker.
Oh, that's so nice of you. I'm so allergic to water.
Oh, okay. So you'll take the coffee or the juice? I guess the coffee's made with water, so we'll probably do
Water.
juice then?
It's a lot of water. Although honestly, it's fine.
Okay.
I'll be okay.
Okay.
The suit I'm wearing
Yeah.
injects water directly into my bloodstream.
It does look like something kind of out of like Dune or something.
It's like a still suit.
No, I haven't seen it
Yeah,
yet.
you haven't seen Dune? Oh, you gotta
No.
see Dune. You got to. Well, Weebly, thank you for coming on the show. I heard a bit about your story, and I really wanted to bring you on the show. For guests who and for listeners who haven't heard of you, Weebly recently escaped from an experimental lab.
Escaped isn't the word I'd use, Angus.
Right. You were
You
rescued.
were liberated.
You were liberated.
Well,
yeah. Okay.
I mean, liberated is a strong word. I had a lot of friends in the lab. I really liked it there.
Oh,
Oh,
you
dear.
you really liked it there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't ask to be let out of the lab.
Okay.
Yeah,
I lived in the lab.
Okay, it was your home. I see. I guess I kind of got my wires crossed there. I kind of heard the story that like some activists, they broke into a lab and they freed some of the experiments, and I just kind of assumed it was a positive. But
They barged into my room at 3 a.m. the middle of the night,
right.
and all of a sudden, all I hear is "You're free now." All right, and I wasn't moving. I didn't get up.
Mm-hmm.
And so they lifted the entire bed.
Oh,
They
wow.
assumed I couldn't move.
Yeah.
And they just they put me on the curb, and then they left in their van. And
They left in their van.
Interesting. So they just sort of brought you outside the facility,
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
and then they left,
Yeah.
and just
They
assumed
left.
you'd sort it out from there.
security was coming, and I'm assuming it was a getaway thing. I don't know. I don't get out of the lab that much. Again,
Obviously.
I like it there.
Yeah.
You have a very sort of indoor cat vibe to you.
You do see.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, Weebly. Okay, this is we could still work with this. I totally misunderstood the story. I'm really glad we have you on here
that's
to
fine.
clear things up.
Angus, I feel like your media bias is getting in
Yeah.
the way here because of
I
your own negative history with lab environments.
Of course, that's a good point.
Oh.
As the listeners will remember, Sal and I briefly were experimenting on a lab. That's kind of how I got this backpack situation.
Oh.
And Sal, I mean, you had a pretty big moment in there. You're kind of being nonchalant about it, but you killed your evil clone.
I killed my worst half, yes.
Yeah, you don't really seem too conflicted by that.
Well,
It was a
at the
part of
ti-
you that you killed.
At the time, it was concerning, I suppose, but some might say that fear is a manifestation of our worst parts, so
Yeah. Some would say
my-
fear is the mind killer.
So I peeled my fear off.
Spoiler.
It's like in the first 30 minutes.
Yeah. Also, how did you know it was from Dune?
I watched. Okay,
The security guards were talking about it.
they were talking about it, and I watched a little bit of the trailer, just enough,
Okay.
just enough to like see if I'd be interested in the
Of
movie.
course.
And yeah,
You know what I find?
but the
weird?
light hurt my eyes. And
the light
was
from
too
like
much.
the phone. Did you watch it
From
on a
the-
phone?
oh, I can't hold the phone.
Oh God,
Weebly. I feel like now's a great time to ask, which clinical trial were you a part of at the lab?
Yes,
A blanket yes.
Just all of them?
all of them.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
Wow.
So
I guess
Interesting.
I'm realizing that I haven't provided enough information, and I take responsibility for that, and I own that. Thank you. No, so what makes Weebly
mhm.
is that I have every weakness known
Oh wait a second.
to science,
Okay.
so I'm
Wow.
extremely vulnerable.
So
Your superpower is extreme vulnerability.
yes.
That's exactly it.
Wow.
Um,
Okay.
I could see why that'd be of interest to a clinical group, but and correct me if I'm wrong here. If it's your power, they can't cure that.
No, but I think they're testing it to see are they. Well, yeah. No. What are they trying to get out of it then? Like, are they just seeing like, okay, because you're very susceptible to water, for example. Are they trying to dose you with something that will make you more resistant to water, or what? Like, what kind of experiments are we talking here?
I mean, it's mostly just to see sort of like when I say vulnerable, I mean not just I don't just have reactions, I have every reaction
Oh, I see.
you can possibly get.
Oh,
And
okay.
so it's a
For the
lot of
spectacle
sort
of
of
it.
discovery. Yeah. A lot of discovery, a lot of new perfume.
Yeah.
Gotta know.
Well,
Gotta know how it interacts with
And-
everything.
and your hair is very conditioned. It looks like.
Yes.
And shampoos
There's
and stuff.
30 different conditioners in there right now.
And I'm willing to bet only one of them promised not to make tears in your eyes. But the rest look like they kind of did some.
Oh,
Your eyes look very irritated.
at this point, there that could be the shampoo or the conditioner. Could be my contact lenses. I have 3 pairs in right now. Yeah,
And-
who knows? They're just
So-
constantly watering, and they're a bit dry.
Of course. Oh, so your eyes with these 3. So I guess the contacts are layered on top of each other.
Yeah,
You've got dry and leaky.
yeah. It's kind of they're dry patches.
Oh, Weebly. Okay. Well, could I get you a more Weebly? I'm so sorry.
It's
Weebly.
just such an interesting topography to your body. I'm seeing
Yeah.
chicken pox on one limb, measles on another.
Yeah.
Looks like what appears to be some kind of anaphylactic reaction in your left toe specifically.
Oh, that one. That's from this morning. Oh, I didn't even realize.
You
Okay,
seem to have such a sort of nonchalance to what others would perceive as a crippling lifestyle.
Yeah.
How
well, I
do
mean-
you like to spend your time?
Oh, well, I mean, I have a lot of interests. Sort of, I do have a little blog that I keep up.
Oh, so medium news.
Yeah, medium news.
Medium.
A lot of
news.
medium news. A lot of I don't get out a lot, so it's a lot of medium news about just sort of like lab gossip. Just sort of what goes on in
Okay.
the lab. The other researchers love it.
You say you don't get out much. When was the last time you were out of a lab? Like, how long has it been?
Yeah, I think I probably was somewhere around, I don't know, a year, 2 years old.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And you are,
Oh, I'm 34.
okay. So it's been,
You spent 32 years in
It's
a
been-
lab environment.
wow. Okay.
I mean, look, let's call a spade a spade,
Okay.
all right? I'm dying.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Aren't we all?
Well,
Yeah, no, for sure. But just like, I look. You see, let me lift up my shirt here. You see
Okay.
this patch?
I
yes.
do.
Yeah,
Yes.
that happened because I've been talking a lot,
Oh my
and the
God.
air.
It's just-
The air is just really rough in here. It's just a really rough air.
I'm sorry. Let me turn. I've got a humidifier. Let me turn that on, and
Sure, thank
maybe
you.
maybe that'll help a bit.
You're vaporizing the water in there, and I'm allergic, but
Oh
it's
right.
fine.
I'm sorry. No, it just made
No.
water airborne.
You're so
no.
you're
I'm
so
sorry.
considerate.
Ang-
You're so
ang-
considerate.
Angus,
Right.
Angus, there's a better way to approach this.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the AC unit and up the grid to make it a little smoother. All right.
Just up the.
Oh,
okay.
thank you.
All right, go ahead, and I'll.
That is so nice.
There we go.
Could I get you a more comfortable chair?
Oh, ooh.
'Cause it-
So I was
It
sort of
doesn't look like this one's agreeing with you.
It kind of looks like a
No.
cheesecloth situation with your blood.
yeah. It's not beautiful. It's not pretty. No. And honestly, you think stainless steel.
Mm-hmm.
You think that's non-reactive, but
Yeah.
you'd be wrong.
I'm.
You'd be
realizing
wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you've got it. Yeah.
What about-
If you have sort of a zero grav suspension system,
So
Actually, why don't you just have a seat in my gravity belt?
yeah, Sal has a
Okay.
gravitational field around his waist. Maybe you can just kind of gently float in that.
oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you
Let me
need
just.
Oh, God, I think your bones just broke.
No, it's fine. They're just
Okay.
Okay.
Just-
And I'm going to lean on over and fall into the field.
Oh.
Oh,
Look at him
Oh
there.
wow. It's like a
that feels
Like an
so
innocent
much
lamb
better.
hovering in space.
wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Oh, look, I'm going behind your neck.
Ah, yes.
Do you still see me? I feel like I'm so slight. I feel like this is a girthy neck. Wow.
It is. It's kind of an experience, I've been told, to witness the majesty of the back of my neck. An experience I'll
And I'm
never
coming
truly
back
get to experience.
around. It's beautiful back there. Have you ever seen the back of your neck?
I haven't. It's
No.
a tragedy.
We can take a picture sometime if you want.
Yeah.
I'm sure a picture
It wouldn't
might
do
not-
it justice.
It wouldn't do it justice.
What, were
okay.
you taking a photo of Niagara Falls and expecting me to get the experience?
Okay, fair enough. You're right. Your neck is like one of the natural wonders of the world. I think Niagara Falls is a natural wonder, right?
It is.
Yeah. All right, cool. Thank you. Okay.
That makes sense.
Thank you.
I've never been.
No. Well, you should go. You should go sometime.
Yeah,
The
I'm a-
Canadian side, the American side. Either.
Feeling I'm going to be allergic to Canada.
That's
Just
good-
on a hunch.
Yeah, there's a lot of goose shit everywhere.
Yeah.
And snow. I mean, that's like cold water. That just
Oh,
kinda
my
falls
best
from the
friend's a
sky.
goose.
Oh, your best friend is a goose.
Yeah.
That's right.
Interesting. I would love to talk more about this best friend of yours who's a goose. Is this also a creature residing at the
From
clinical
the lab.
facility? Oh,
Yes. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
How
What-
did you two meet?
Well, we were sort of passing each other in the halls. I think he was on his way from a little trial about sort of cold weather conditions.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I was just coming from, a little test about the effects of wood.
Interesting.
Just contact with wood.
Just contact with wood.
Okay.
The presence of wood. The knowledge.
just like
of
knowing
wood.
about it, what that does to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Now,
is
I
this-
don't want. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask about this goose friend of yours. Do they have a name?
Sure.
What's the
Well,
name?
it's kind of long. It's a string. It's an alphanumeric string.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Most names are.
Yeah. I call him XO1.
Okay. Is XO1 like? Is this just like a? I don't know how to put this. Is this like a super intelligent goose, or is this just like a regular run of the mill goose? I'm sure he's more to that. He's more than that to you.
Why can't this goose just be top of the bell curve?
just, a,
Just a perfectly average.
just a perfectly average goose.
I mean,
Like, does he talk to you?
we talk.
but like with
I
like
do-
language.
It's, you know what? Now that you mention it, he's more of a listener, I think.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a lot of conversations just about how things are going and where we are in our lives, and
Sure.
he just likes to sort of nod and
Yeah,
walk in
totally.
circles
Walk
while
in
I
circles.
chat.
Just eat sweet breadcrumbs and stuff like that. Yeah.
How did you know?
Just a yes, I've been to Canada.
Wow.
I've met a couple geese.
You outside folk are so sophisticated.
I take it back. This might just be a goose.
Might just be Weebly. So you were taken from this lab, and I'm wondering, what do you miss most about being there? 'Cause it sounds like you want to go back. You'd like to go back.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All my friends are there. XO1, Dr. Avery is there.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Plus my gaming rig.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
cool.
interesting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, the harsh light of a phone caused
Mhm.
your eyes to bleed, if memory serves.
Yeah.
How do you reconcile this with the often
You got to microdose. Got to microdose the
microdoses?
gaming.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of games
Little
nowadays have
spurts.
photosensitivity warnings.
They do. They do. Let me tell you, like, hey, look, we're all lactose intolerant, aren't we? We get it.
I actually am.
Right?
I am. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, and
Yeah.
you'll have like an ice cream once in a while.
God, I wish.
Right? Yeah.
It does a real number on me. But
Look.
okay.
Oh man, let me tell you, I am out for a week if I have a spoon of ice cream in.
Yeah.
But it is worth it.
Okay. So you like to game, you like to game and stuff.
Yeah.
When you're in your room at this lab,
Mhm.
are you kind of under constant stress like you are right now in a physical health sense?
Oh no, they treat me like a king in this lab.
And just so we
All
know,
right.
how are kings treated?
Okay. Hey, listen. I see you sipping that coffee. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Pumped intravenously, baby.
Okay. So just
Directly
Interesting.
into the stomach, bypasses all those
Oh,
painful taste buds.
I see.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
They usually hold my stomach outside of my body,
Oh God.
Wow.
which is so helpful.
Sure,
The
so you-
weight, it's just a lot,
Yeah. You kind of get
How
like
do you do it?
disassembled. How do
I'm
I
actually starting to get
Yeah.
jealous hearing the way your organs are treated.
Well,
I've often found myself thinking, God, lugging around these lungs is a pain. If only there was
Oh.
some way that the lungs could be outside my body, supported by some system.
Yeah.
It's just
Absolutely.
if only there were like a brassiere for lungs.
I mean, they're always looking for subjects at the lab.
maybe
Oh, interesting. Do they pay?
We
I
could-
need a job.
Yeah. You've got experience.
you could be the
I
first person to
do.
test the breathe ear.
They're actually working on that?
No, it's a working title. I was just no. Sal, you got really
It's good.
excited.
That's
You-
a good
it
title.
is real. You got really excited there for a second. I was just.
Oh, I
making
just
a
thought
joke.
there was finally a solution to my problem.
I know. I'm sorry.
I've got
buddy.
so much sternum pain from these juicy lungs hanging off.
Well, okay.
Oh.
Actually, this could be a fun question. Weebly, if we were forcibly put into a this lab with you, what do you think they'd test on us?
Oh, great question.
That's a lot of blood coming out of your mouth. Are you okay?
It's fine. It's
Okay.
good. It's good. I'm
I don't
actually
know about-
taking. No. Hey, again, it's in perfect balance. All right.
Okay.
I still have like at least a week's dose of. There's a blood creation serum in me.
Got
Oh,
it. Got it.
smart.
Yeah, it doubles my blood production rate
Like how they give you orange juice after you donate blood.
a little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine if you ever gave blood, they'd just give that blood right back.
Yeah, like you need it. Here you go.
It's a closed loop. Yeah, they just sort of they kind of put it in one arm and put that's actually how it works. I can't receive any blood from anybody else. I have to donate my own blood.
You can only get your own blood.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like
I'm interested in Angus's question. I would like to know
Yes.
what roles we would fill at a medical trial.
No, for sure. Angus, have you? I heard a little bit about your back ports earlier.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have an antivirus in there? Are you sort of what happens if somebody sticks a random USB?
Wow. I actually haven't thought about that. We got water in it way back when. We got water in it once, but then Sal sprayed a bunch of waterproofing stuff for like.
I also left Angus in a bowl of rice for a week.
That's true. Yeah. So that kind of cleared that up. But I haven't had anything software wise like that. That's a
cyber organic sort of research is a cutting edge field, and I think that's probably something they'd be interested in.
Well,
for
actually,
sure.
Sal and I do need a lot of money, but I don't know how willing I am to jump back into a lab, because this is kind of what happened to me last time.
Think about how many cool new powers you could get.
That's true. I was able to, okay, you won me over. Okay, so maybe I could do some kind of malware, bioorganic malware testing on my backpack. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Sal?
Oh, for Sal? Oh, man.
Oh, you're going back around the neck again.
Oh, 1 second. Okay. Again, beautiful.
One day I hope to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, maybe if the Haberdasher Slasher comes, I might.
Okay. Well,
Ooh. I ran into him the other day.
What?
Oh, no way.
Yeah, no, he looked at me and
He
went,
looked like I need to find this guy.
he said, "No, thank you."
He said no, thank you. Well, because your neck isn't thicker than your head.
No.
Pardon me
No.
for describing you like that. But.
No, my neck. Hey, it's okay. I know what I look
Spade
like.
to spade.
It's very sickly, and I get it. I'm a stick of a man.
I don't know. I think.
And I'm back on the other side.
There it is.
Right.
Hey, skinny guys though. That's in right now. You haven't seen Dune yet, but there's a young guy in that I think a lot of people are into, and he is.
Just
no,
I
kind of have Chalamet vibes now that I look at you.
I do. Listen, I don't mean to. Yeah, I do look up to him a little bit. I don't want to fanboy too much.
No, of course.
He just really set the. There's a lot of representation for.
Of course.
I think the entire sick community was so happy to see Timothy Chalamet get the part.
So happy.
They're like, oh, that sick guy got to do that movie.
If he can do
Probably
it,
like
so
a
can
Make-A-Wish
I.
thing.
Yeah.
But they would just have to keep me in a completely dark room.
I am excited to hear what you think I would be best suited for in a lab trial.
No, for sure. So again, hitherto, I should say, rather, that's the word. It sounded like your doctor was saying you could survive 12 hours.
12 hours with a slashed artery.
Wow.
Yeah. We can. Have you thought about pushing that? Maybe.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Marathoning
13,
by artery
14.
slashing.
Just to really see what you're capable of,
Yeah. Because
I've never been of the mindset to try and push myself in that way, but now that you're bringing it up, it's fun to see what my limits would be.
So just for everyone keeping score at home, if Sal and I were in a testing lab, I would get bioorganic malware testing, and Sal would get his throat slashed.
Actually, hold on.
Oh, sorry, his artery
Hold
slashed,
on.
not his throat.
This is an awful suspicious.
Oh, that's a good point.
what do you mean?
Well, I'm just awful concerned that the one person in this room with a gorgeously juicy neck is best suited to having it cut.
Interesting. That is very interesting.
Considering the current crime climate, Weebly Creaser, about how long ago were you released on the streets of Super City?
Oh, I'd say it's been about a week. I said a week earlier. I did, right? Yeah.
Oh
I
dear.
think so.
Oh dear. Angus, the Haberdasher Slasher's been on the loose for like a week.
Oh wow. You don't think? Okay,
It's
wait.
not possible.
Listen, it wouldn't. Do you think he's among us?
No, I can't hear you. You're whispering. I'm on the other side of the neck.
Quick, while he's on the other side of the neck, maybe we have to ask him a couple questions. Maybe just suss out like what are his thoughts on hats. You know, has he ever made a hat? Oh, he's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
Oh, there I am.
Hey, buddy.
That's weird.
What's up?
No, that's the first time you went, buddy. You've been calling me Weebly the entire time. And...
You're right.
Well,
you're
you're
right.
overreacting, buddy.
Okay. Sorry. Just my bad.
We were just wondering if you had any kind of like hobbies. Have you ever like made anything? I don't know, like clothing or
a cap of some kind.
Oh,
A chapeau.
I mean,
chapeau.
I can't wear hats. I'm again allergic.
Does that make you mad that you can't wear hats?
A little bit.
A little bit.
I mostly, but I was gonna say I do make hats. I make them for XO1.
Oh, interesting. For the goose.
For the goose.
For XO1. My apologies.
For XO1, the goose. Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Angus, I'm concerned because historically geese are the only bird whose neck is bigger than their head.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
They got thick necks.
And XO1 thicker than normal. He's jacked.
It's got a good strong neck on him. Okay.
Good strong neck, big biceps.
Well, okay. What if what if I put this got this actually Seth, the samurai monkey that sits at the desk next to me, he's got all these like little like letter openers that are like little swords. What if I put one of those in front of you? What would that kind of make you want to do? Just put that on the table there.
Just perhaps something to think about the next time you orbit my neck. Just something to ponder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Silver. Oh, stings
Oh,
a little bit.
It's burning your skin. Oh, wow.
Okay. Beautifully ornate.
Yeah.
Seth?
Yeah,
Seth, this is a beautiful letter opener. Oh, wow. I mean, that's a little sharp for a letter opener.
That's a sharp edge.
Doesn't mess around with envelopes.
Better get that blood back in you, that little prick on your finger.
Okay. 1 second. Okay.
Wow.
That feels better. Oh, and I'm back around.
Here's so.
I feel someone sniffing around back there.
Beautiful neck. Lovely. Oh, nice. Yum.
Oh boy, I feel someone tracing little hearts in the skin of my neck.
Oh, really?
If only I had this kind of neck, I'd be king of the world. I'd marry a beautiful goose and I'd be powerful. And I'd, okay, guys.
Hey, Weebly, I've got a question for you, and it's pretty serious. Okay, we gotta
For sure.
we gotta be really serious right now.
Yeah.
Are you the haberdasher slasher? That's a long pause. That's a long.
He's trying to run away. He's trying to slide up the door, but he's caught my feet.
He's allergic to running. He really can't break. He can't generate enough force to escape velocity out of your. Oh boy. Okay.
I know he's a murderer, but I kind of feel a little bad.
Yeah,
All right, you caught me.
So, Weebly, Mr. Creaser. Okay, so you are the haberdasher slasher. Is that correct?
Well, I didn't come up with you don't really name yourself.
No.
Oh, fair boy.
No, but and frankly, it's a little gauche for my tastes. People have died. Come on.
That's true. Like, you're a murderer, but like, at least like, come on.
Yeah,
Come on,
why
let's
do we
be-
have to be so quippy about it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen,
Okay.
I respect the people I kill very much.
Yeah, you. It sounds like you wanted to have a big
Beautiful,
neck like this.
thick,
Okay.
girthy necks.
Feeling
Okay.
a little
So much
objectified now.
vitality.
Sal, I think you and I have a pretty important decision to make here. Do we take him back to his lab, hope he doesn't escape again, or do we try to find some kind of?
I will escape again.
You will escape again. Okay.
Do it. I swear to God.
I think he has to go to jail then.
You know, let's lock this sick fuck up.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, shit. That took a turn. Okay, Weebly. We're gonna have to take you in to the law enforcement of Super City. I hope you understand.
They do not have hypoallergenic handcuffs.
No, they don't. Do you have anything you want to say to the listeners of the podcast before we take you out of here?
I'm going to find every neck in prison until I see one thick enough that I can crawl in and live there like a baby in utero.
Well, I only have one thing to say to you, Weebly Cruiser. May your knife chip and shatter.
Oh, come on.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us here at Heroes Don't Do Paperwork. For those of you listening at home, remember, try to do the right thing. I guess just keep him at arm's length in your field, and we'll just like, walk him over to the. He's so sad. He's trying to get out. It's like when like a dog is in zero gravity. It's swimming. It's not working. Okay.
It works in all the cartoons. I've watched for 1 second.
Oh.
I'll get you for this.
Hey everybody, Angus here. As always, Sal Bedfellow is played by Matthew Wally. Weebly Creaser was played by Joshua Maya. Josh is a cast member in the improvised show filmed before a live studio audience that'll be in Ottawa Fringe this year. Highly recommend checking them out. The show will run from June 14th to June 23rd. Check out ottawafringe.com to see showtimes and get tickets. If you like the show and want to support it or any of the other shows on the Podcavern Network, consider leaving a review. Or head on over to podcavern.com and check out our merch store. We've got lots of cool hats, hoodies, t-shirts, stuff like that. Anything you buy there helps us keep the lights on here. Thanks for listening.